Hello, bonjour, Tanzi. I'm Kim from the Family Law Information Center. In this video, we will look at marriage and common law relationships and how those relationships are ended. Then we will talk briefly about family violence. Married spouses must have gone through a marriage ceremony, which is a legal ceremony. For example, in Saskatchewan, parties must have applied for a marriage license and be married by someone who is a marriage commissioner. Both parties must be marrying voluntarily. Sometimes in a movie or TV show, people go to Las Vegas and get drunk and have woken up married. In real life, these people would be able to void the marriage as they did not enter the marriage voluntarily and were not capable of consenting to the marriage while drunk. Similarly, someone with significant cognitive impairment may not be able to understand they are getting married and the consequences of marriage. No one should force another person to get married, and this includes family members. There are remedies to help prevent and respond to situations where someone is being coerced into a marriage. You cannot be married to more than one person at a time. If you want to get married, make sure a previously married spouse is divorced, not just separated. And someone married to more than one spouse in another country cannot have more than one married spouse recognized in Canada. Both parents must be at least 16 years of age, and if 16 or 17 years of age, they must have either parental consent or a court order in order to get married. There is no universal definition of common law relationships. It is important to look to the specific benefit or legislation to determine what definition of common law is being used. Most of Saskatchewan legislation requires couples to have lived together at least 2 years. Federal legislation often only requires couples to have lived together for 1 year. Benefit plans usually have their own definitions of common law spouse. No specific court application is required to end a common law relationship. Spouses only need to stop residing together. As well, it is possible to be separated even if you both live in the same house. A court could look at whether you and the other party lead completely separate lives. For example, you socialize separately, buy your own groceries separately, eat separately, etc., as some couples may not initially be able to afford to live in completely separate accommodations. Divorce applications to end a marriage must be made to the Court of Queen's Bench. You cannot get a divorce without applying to the court. You need to start by filling in a document called a petition. The divorce petition can be based on living separate and apart for 1 year, which is the most common ground, or adultery, or cruelty. You must be able to prove the grounds for your divorce. That is why few people apply for a divorce based on adultery or cruelty. In your petition, you will need to include information about what attempts you made to reconcile or work things out, such as going to see a marriage counselor. You must also include information about what attempts you made to resolve any issues, such as dividing family property or spousal support, before you applied to the court. You do not need the consent of the other spouse to apply to the court for a divorce. At the time of separation, married and common law couples may have a variety of issues to sort out, such as custody or access, child support, property division, and spousal support. Spouses should review who their beneficiaries are in benefit plans, life insurance plans, and their wills. Saskatchewan has the highest rate of interpersonal violence among Canadian provinces. Family violence may occur during the relationship or after the relationship ends. It is important to ensure that a survivor of family violence is safe before making any decisions. Please see the resource list for people who can help support a survivor of family violence. For more information, go to familylaw.plea.org. You can also call the Family Law Information Center at 1-888-218-2822 or email svp@gov.sk.ca to ask questions about anything you have seen in this video or if you have questions about your own situation. You may also want to review the other videos in this series, such as parenting arrangements, child support, spousal support, dividing family property, options for resolving family disputes, and finances during separation.